Hello everybody, this is the Magic Man, the tennis preacher, the prophet, the psychic, coming back at you again with another video. Everybody, this is the Magic Man, the tennis preacher, the prophet, the psychic, coming back at you again with another video. People, y'all better get with me, y'all better roll with me, y'all better run with me. I'm flying now, I'm on a roll right now. This Indian Wells thing is coming to me. Okay, people, let me get Big Fed out of the way. Federer has won six Indian Wells titles, tied with Djokovic, and I'm going to deal with Djokovic and Nadal too, but let me get Big Federer out of the way, people. Like I said in the title, Federer is in a very good place right now. I mean, he just won his 100 singles title. I don't think he's playing at his superior level, but it's a really good level to be going into Indian Wells compared to the way Federer was playing a couple months ago. He wasn't playing well, so he's got his level back. He's going into down to the desert, Southern California, where he feels very comfortable. And so, can Federer win Indian Wells? And so I want to just talk about that. Okay, people, is Federer a top favorite? The favorite to win Indian Wells? Okay, let me just say this here. I'm going to say Djokovic is the favorite, but Federer's right there. If somebody want to say Federer's the favorite, okay, fine. That's okay. I mean, Federer is good enough. I mean, how you know Djokovic could get upset, or Federer he could beat Djokovic in Indian Wells? Okay, there is no guarantee Djokovic going to be in his God mode. I mean, he could be, if Federer can, if Djokovic is below his little God mode, Federer could take Djokovic out. Okay, and so there's no guarantee they're going to even meet. But yeah, Federer, he's definitely top. If he's not, I got Djokovic, like I said. But if Federer is not the top favorite, he's right there though, okay? He feels very comfortable at Indian Wells. Okay, now, let me get this straight here. And Federer is in a very good place, and you may be saying, Magic Man, what do you mean by that? Well, I did say because he's playing well. He just won his 100th singles title, has a lot of confidence right now. But people, that's not the only reason why I'm saying that. People, everybody got to remember what happened to Federer last year, people. Federer, he was #1 going into Indian Wells. His level was already dropping off, okay? But people, I'm gonna come back to Federer and Indian Wells last year, where his level was dropping off, and he had match point against Del Potro, and he lost Indian Wells and really collapsed in the Miami. But people, I'm gonna get a little off topic, but this is relevant to the drop-off that made Federer lay off tennis in the Miami, okay? And let me say this here before I tell y'all what I'm getting ready to say that has to do with my channel, and this is tied back to Federer, okay, where he lost in the Miami last year, is that, people, the Indian Wells in Miami, the Double Sunshine Masters, whatever they call it, that's tied together like it was last year, because Federer was tied together negatively last year. Remember, Federer lost against Del Potro in the Indian Wells, and then he went, and in the second round, he had to bye the first round. He lost against Kokonakis. It ain't that he just lost. His whole level snapped. His whole level collapsed. And then that level collapse made him pull out of the French Open that he's going to play this year. And so Federer totally lost his level and laid off tennis into the Wimbledon. So Federer, he remembers that, man. And people, now let me say this here. The reason why I know Federer remembers that is because I remember that. Okay, people, check this out. People, I built my channel my channel was built based on Federer winning. Okay, you may be saying, Magic Man, what has this got to do with Federer's playing well and his level what does that got to do with Federer playing at a good level now and Federer remembering that his level collapsed or was dropping in the Indian Wells last year, caused him to lose against Del Potro, and it really collapsed in the Miami. People, listen, see, both Federer and I, we remember this. Let me tell you why I remember this, and I'm going to tie this back to Federer. People, I built my channel based on Federer winning. Okay, people. My channel started in the Wimbledon 2017. Okay, back up 8 months to the Australian Open. Well, 6 months. The Australian Open where Federer beat Nadal 2017. My channel wasn't started, but that was the beginning of the resurgence of Federer. Federer beats Nadal in that thriller 5-setter, okay? I'm watching tennis, but I don't have a channel now. But I'm aware that Federer is winning. I actually won $100 on that. I heard Federer talk, and I said, Federer has figured out how to beat Nadal. He said Nadal was not in my head. I believed him, and I bet a Nadal fan $100, and I won $100. Okay. So Federer is on fire now. Federer fans are happy. Federer, it looked like he should retire before that. Now Federer got his game back at a high level. Federer comes to Indian Wells. He whacks Nadal. Wait, I think he beat Nadal in the semifinal of the Indian Wells, I think. Okay, I don't know. I forgot who he played. You know, he beat Wawrinka in the final. Federer whacks Wawrinka in the finals. Then Federer comes to the Miami. He whacks Nadal in the Miami. Wow, Federer fans are happy. Federer, the tennis prophet, who's not the tennis prophet yet. I haven't started my channel yet, but I'm watching Federer. He's winning. And so Federer comes to the Wimbledon. Oh, whoa. Federer didn't drop a set, and he beat Cilic in the final of the Wimbledon. Even though Cilic had the blisters, Federer wins that. Tennis Prophet has just started his channel. I started my channel 2017, the first week of the Wimbledon, people. And so now, you may say, what's this got to do with the Federer's level? Well, people, I built my channel based on Federer's level. What I do is, I'm giving y'all my little secret for predicting stuff, and I do it with Federer. I've done it with Djokovic. I'm trying to do it with Kyrgios, but Kyrgios is too shaky right now. What I do, I case somebody's level. I determine how long will someone's level last, and then I make these great predictions. But you got to have the analysis to back up the predictions. So when I started my channel during the Wimbledon 2017, I looked at Federer's level and I said, you know what? I'm going to build my channel based on Federer winning. I'm going to cover all the Federer matches. And Nadal fans, everybody thought my channel at the beginning was a Federer channel. I lost some subscribers say this is just a Federer channel. Like the Coffee Break, that channel, and the Crunch Coaching, those are Federer channels. Now people know this now. Oh, they say, imagine, man, he does Nadal, he does Djokovic, he does Kyrgios, he does Naomi Osaka. This is not a Federer channel, but at the beginning it looked like a Federer channel because what I did, people, I took and determined that Federer's level was going to last for about a year, okay, from 2017 Wimbledon to maybe the next Wimbledon. Okay, so I didn't totally get that right, but I almost got it right. So people, I was riding that Federer bandwagon. I was predicting, my channel was building. You all were saying, man, that tennis prophet can call it. Federer, man, I was riding the Federer bandwagon. Federer was making me looking good. He was making me look like a tennis genius. I was taking Federer, then I will explain it, making it look all good. You guys was eating that stuff up. I say Federer's gonna win this, Federer's gonna win that. I predicted way back 6 months before Federer won the Australian Open, people. I said Federer is gonna win 20. So I predicted his level right, okay? So let me go back to the Wimbledon. Federer won the Wimbledon. Then he pulls out of the no. Then he was in that. I called the I did my analysis and prediction for the Montreal, and Federer, he would have beat Zverev, okay, but y'all didn't come on me for that, because everybody knew Federer was hurt. And so he was hurt, and he lost against Zverev in the final of the Montreal. He could barely move, but that was okay. Okay, I knew that was an injury. That wasn't a level thing. That was Federer was actually injured. But so he pulled out of the Cincinnati Masters. Okay, y'all remember he pulled out of that, and then the U.S. Open, we knew he was injured. He played in that. He lost against Del Potro, I think in the quarters or something like that. All right. So, okay. So then Federer, he goes to the Laver Cup sort of get his level back. Comes to the Shanghai Tennis Prophet. Say, oh, wait, I better ride out. I got back into that Federer, on that Federer bandwagon again. I think Federer's level, I took a risk. Everybody else thought Nadal was going to beat Federer in the Shanghai. I predicted that to the T. I said, I'm taking Federer to beat Nadal straight sets. He did it. Boom. Okay, the level is back. Tennis Prophet. He's still building his channel, and I predicted Federer gonna get 20. Okay, so but we had the ATP finale. All right, ATP finale came up. I was predicting that, but Federer level is tripped on me. Federer lost against Goffin in the semifinals. Federer fans know this. Okay, but I still sort of said I think Federer. I still think he got some level. Okay, so Federer, he did in the Australian Open and against Chilich. I predicted that from the beginning. I took Federer to win. I said he was going to win 20. He did it. Boom. I said Federer's going to become #1. He became #1 in Rotterdam. Bam. Okay? Now, so I'm just letting y'all know I'm following this level. Federer's following the level. I'm following the level. Federer fans following the level. But I did notice, though, against Goffin, when Federer lost against Goffin, I did get suspicious of the level, saying, whoa, the level ain't guaranteed, though. All right. So now let's move past the Australian Open. So we said Federer won 20. Then at Rotterdam, he becomes #1. Okay, then Federer, okay, he played some tournaments after that, leading up to the Indian Wells, okay. But I did notice Federer ain't at that top Federer level. He's at a good B level. He's beating people like Hassi and all those kind of guys, you know, defending his little #1 spot. So now, level is still dropping, though. He come to Indian Wells last year, Del Potro in the final, like I said, and he got match point, and he blows that. He has two match points, I believe. He blows that, and then he goes to the Miami, and the level collapse. Okay, so the Tennis Prophet, I rolled that Federer level, though. I built my channel on that level, so I watched that level. So now Federer is back again at Indian Wells, where his level really tripped. Okay, so Federer, now we can talk now. Federer is at a good place, people. There is no pressure. Now, I may do a separate video. He shouldn't be feeling no pressure, even if he played Djokovic. He shouldn't be feeling a lot of pressure. And, so Federer, man, he got it made. He's under no pressure. He's won it 6 times. And there is no reason, I mean, this is tough stuff. I haven't even looked at the draw. But Federer, yeah, he has a chance of winning this. And let me say something, people. If Federer can nail this Indian Wells, he can retake the narrative back. He sort of almost did that. We know Djokovic is going to come back and do his thing. But right now, Federer won his 100 singles title. Federer can retake the narrative. If he win Indian Wells, and then going to the Miami, and he doesn't have any points to defend with both of these, Federer would be back. He would be back as the main story. Okay, people? So Federer is happy to have his level back because that's where he lost it at last year. So what a good place to be in. Okay, people? Tennis preacher, prophet, psychic, signing off. Have a good one. This is the magic man, the tennis preacher, the prophet, the psychic, coming back at you again with another video.